Ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 2 weeks away from the release of the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's so exciting. But that does not mean rumors, leaks, updates, any of that is slowing down. And in today's video, we have some insane Switch 2 leaks, some game leaks, some maybe future Switch 2 feature leaks, and it's all very exciting. Let's go and get right into this video. So before we get into the video, I just want to remind you guys I'm giving away a Switch 2 in July, another Switch 2 closer to the holidays, and eShop gift cards every single Saturday for the entire year. So make sure to check out my eShop video that I'll be doing tomorrow for those giveaways. But also, I want to talk about how I'm making a video about Skyrim. Yeah, I think I'm about 14 years late, I'm a little late to the party. That's going to be coming in a couple days, so be on the lookout for that. I'm very excited for how this video is turning out, and I think that's everything I was supposed to remember. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. And follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram so we can keep our amazing communities growing. And let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first thing I want to go over is some new Switch 2 gameplay, and everybody's talking about Mario Kart and Cyberpunk and the bigger games. I will say there is a game that I think is going to fly under the radar, and that's not for the lack of it being a good game. I just feel like it's a little bit more niche, you know what I mean? But from this gameplay, we're learning about really cool Switch 2 features. And the game I'm talking about is Nobunaga's Ambition. So they recently showed off new gameplay of this, and what's really cool is in the gameplay, they're showing you that you can use the Switch 2 mouse controls with the Joy-Con, or the Joy-Con 2. I'm always going to call it the Joy-Cons. I'm not going to call it Joy-Con 2. Regardless, they're showing mouse controls with the Joy-Con, but they're also showing mouse controls with a computer mouse, which is so freaking cool, right? So I think this is just pointing towards so many possibilities that we could make a whole other video on all that. So just keep in mind this is going to be a thing, and I'm very excited to see how all this is going to turn out. Now, we've been talking about the Switch 2 release. Obviously, pre-ordering is that was a whole thing, but also we're hearing information about how you can get a console in store day one from Walmart, Target. I don't know if Best Buy has said anything yet, Costco as well, and I feel like I'm missing somewhere. Oh yeah, GameStop. But there's another retailer who has hit the scene. Again, it's like a new Smash player. Like, who's it gonna be? Oh shit, who's it gonna be? Oh shit, it's too much. It's a store I guarantee none of you guys have thought about in years. And to be honest, I thought this store closed down. I remember going to it like a year ago and being like, damn, I guess they're going out of business. But I guess I was wrong. So the retailer is Staples, and they have Switch 2s coming day one. And this is going to happen at 349 Staples locations. I think there's a Staples in my city still. I would assume it's still there. They say Nintendo recently announced the launch of the new Nintendo Switch 2 console along with new games and accessories. This is the largest console launch of the decade, which is true. The launch represents a significant opportunity with the potential to generate 1.5 million in sales for quarter two. So they see that this is going to be great for their business. I don't know if it says all stores will receive the following assortment. Inventory amounts will vary by store. SKU descriptions will read do not sell until June 5th and POS until obviously the launch date. Once a product is sold though, you should not expect additional allocation until further notice. So what they're getting is what they will have, right? Once this is sold out, they're probably not going to restock. I'm pretty sure Nintendo, or whoever is giving them these consoles, is being pretty gracious already, because I could think of a couple other retailers that should probably have Switch 2s before Staples, but this is just another opportunity to get it day one, so that's pretty cool. Now before we get into some Switch 2 game leaks, and these leaks are coming from very credible places, or sources or whatever, let's get into this leak coming from Nash Weedle, which isn't really so much a leak, but it is a patent. Oh yeah, it is Thursday. Patents come out on Tuesday and Thursday. A Nintendo patent with Miyamoto at the helm shows how to improve the use of augmented reality and to make virtual characters interact with real objects. So I wonder if that's going to be like that Pokemon Go thing where it's like the Pokemon are in real life. I don't know if they interact with real objects though. I can think of some other examples that are like in my head, but I just don't have the names of them. And then as you can see, there's little characters running around just terrorizing stuff. That's a pretty funny stuff. And then they're playing games and jumping around. Seeing somebody on a flagpole kind of makes me think of Mario right there. I was thinking Mario, but then I was also thinking like that would kind of be cool with Pikmin, right? Have Pikmin run around pushing stuff around, and there's a lot of potential with this one. So The camera. We were all thinking, is there going to be a camera on the Nintendo Switch 2? I still wouldn't rule out that possibility of having an accessory snap onto the top of the Nintendo Switch 2. But obviously just having that camera and how it's using AI and all this other stuff, I think it's going to be an important part of some games moving forward. Yeah, we'll probably start seeing some of that this summer for sure. Now I have 4 game leaks, and one of them's multiple leaks. And some of this isn't saying directly Nintendo Switch 2, but some of it is. But I'm just going to say all of this is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. The first game we're talking about is Stellar Blade. And I just found this article right here that says Shift Up intends to bring Stellar Blade to the Nintendo Switch 2. So I read this, and basically what it's saying is in like a financial report or future projected sales, it says going like multi-platform, or basically to take the game other places. So it doesn't directly say Nintendo Switch 2, but it's like Xbox, I guess, PC for sure. But I do think this would be a great game to take over to Nintendo Switch 2. I haven't played it yet. I have a PS5. I do want to play this. It's very appealing to me. But I think it just looks like a fun game. Nier Automata is one of my favorite games of all time. There's a 2B update where you get the 2B skin. Maybe she's in the game somehow, or it just looks like fun. And I think this would easily run on the Switch 2, so we'll see. Because I did see other people talking about this saying they don't know if that's exactly what it means, or maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But regardless, I just wanted to mention it quickly. Now we have a crazy leak for a major franchise. I gotta say, unpopular opinion here. First 2 games are good. Third game is the best by far and the one I prefer. Well, you're seeing footage right now. I'm talking about Bioshock. Yes, the 2 first ones are great games, but the third one, man, it is so damn fun. One of my favorite games I ever played on the Switch. I know the team who made Bioshock. I know 2K, but I think it's some other team as well. Like, they directly are working on a new game, and I can't remember what the hell it's called. It looks very Bioshocky, but it's not Bioshock. I still want to play it. I cannot remember what the hell it's called though. In this report, we have key takeaways. 2K is preparing a Bioshock franchise announcement, which will likely happen before the end of summer, maybe Summer Games Fest. Rapture will likely play a significant role in the upcoming announcement, with references to the original 2007 Bioshock. Wow, 2007, dude, time is flying, almost 20 years. And 2K employment mentioned involvement in an unannounced remake last year. An unannounced remake. So not Bioshock 4, but a new announcement. If they're going to do a remake, probably the first one needs it the worst. Bioshock Infinite holds up so well. So well. The first one definitely could do with a remake. So we'll see, but this would definitely launch day one on the Nintendo Switch 2. That's why I wanted to mention it. Also, it's just Bioshock, right? Now, in last week's eShop sale video, I was talking about Rayman Legends being on sale. And telling people to buy it, and a lot of people were like, oh man, I love Rayman, we need a new game. Well, we have an update for some Rayman stuff. Ubisoft Milan is hiring a 3D animator and game designer for a Rayman brand AAA title. What the hell is a Rayman brand title? It's either Rayman or it's not, right? Like, what is Rayman brand? Is there some side characters that I'm not thinking of right now? I'm reading the comments right here, and they're saying this is a non-zero chance it's a Rabbids Mario game for Switch 2. So, are the rabbits part of Rayman? Am I missing something? I kind of feel like that is right, though. And we know Ubisoft and Nintendo have an amazing relationship, and Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming to the Switch too. But this right here, this would make me very happy. Kingdom Battle is phenomenal. Spark of Hope needs a Switch 2 update. A new Mario and Rabbids game for the Switch 2 with mouse controls, and it's their tactical RPG battling games. Oh my god, it would be so freaking fun. So yeah, I thought this was more of a Rayman announcement, but now reading this, it might be Mario and Rabbids. So after reading this for a little bit, this actually might only be for the Nintendo Switch 2. And finally, the company we have not seen show up on the Switch 2 at all yet, which is, it's like, what the hell is going on? But I think from the leaks and rumors I've been hearing, they want to announce this, not have Nintendo announce it. And I'm talking about Microsoft and Xbox. I was thinking, they're definitely going to show up at the Switch 2 Direct, and they didn't. I still think we get a major Nintendo Direct in June for the Switch 2, and for the Switch as well. I think it'll be all one big Direct moving forward, but I was thinking maybe they'll talk about it then. But again, I don't think that's the case. I think they're going to have their own events and talk about, oh, these games are going to the Switch 2 as well. So this is The Verge, and the source is Tom Warren. I've also seen Nate the Hate in the past like 24 and 48 hours saying some stuff is confirmed coming over to the Switch 2, but I don't have it pulled up. Microsoft is also working on some Xbox ports for Nintendo Switch 2, which I expect we'll hear about soon. I revealed last year that Hellblade is under consideration for a PS5 release, alongside other titles like Gears of War, Halo Combat Evolved, and Microsoft Flight Simulator. And then, oh yeah, it's just talking about what we said up here. So what I'm hearing is we're going to hear about this in June, and then I also have read some stuff that it actually might like get an announcement and then release same day. Maybe that's only on the eShop, and then physicals will come at some point in time. But yeah, we will hear about this within like the next 30 days, probably after the Switch 2 comes out. I think once the actual Nintendo Switch 2 is out, the floodgates are going to open. We're going to see games coming from every which direction. So yeah, man, very exciting stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Because your opinion matters most in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you made it to this part of the video, hit a like and subscribe. Follow our boy on Twitter and Instagram. And make sure you like and comment on every single video, and also be a subscriber to help the algorithm. And I'm giving away 2 Nintendo Switch 2s and 2 eShop gift cards every single week for the entire year. Only 2 Nintendo Switch 2s, like one in July, one closer to the holidays. Not 2 Nintendo Switch 2s every week, but 2 eShop gift cards every week. Regardless, man, show some love and I'll show some love back. But you guys know me, I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace out.